Hello and good morning. Today I'm gonna work on drawing this skull some more. I was looking at it. This is the reference I'm going off of here in the bottom right. I just feel like I can get that down to 20 minutes. I know I took an hour and a half to do it last time, and I know it's probably gonna take me a while to get it down to 20 minutes. But if the only way to do that is to just keep drawing it over and over again until I have it in that amount of time. I should have opened it. What the heck am I doing? Let me open it up on my big screen so I can look at it up close. There we go. Alright. And without further ado, I guess I just dig in and start trying to fucking draw this thing. So, where I start with, last time I started with the centering and doing the bridge, and I think that was a good move, except for it set the sizing of the whole thing. And so, what I think I should do instead, and once again, I wish I had a straight edge, but I don't. And so I would typically draw with a straight edge in real life, but I want to in practice, I want to practice without it. I want to have just this, and be able to make it look like that right there fairly easily. Now, sorry for the I have the jankiest camera set up right now. If you could only see what I'm doing, you'd be like, oh, that is very janky. But this time I'd also like to do the side face. I'd like it to do both. I want both front and side less than 20 minutes. And I know that that's not happening today, but that's what we're building towards. Alright, so I want... Did I leave enough room on this side? That's the real question here. Which I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like, this is step 2. I've only done this 2 times. This would be the second time I'm doing this ever. So, don't expect me to have anywhere near 20 minutes today, that's for sure. Um, but I want the sideways one, which looks like it takes like that much room. And then this one would take this much room. So I guess the center would be right here. Right here. I have to break out that better eraser too soon. Okay, and so if this is all the way down to like the bottom of the jaw right here, which let's set that. Let's just set proportions first. I think that's the place to start. So I'm gonna go, that's the bottom of the jaw. And if that's the bottom of the jaw, then I want like this to be, that's still not straight, but it is what it is. Alright, and then so that means I want, like, because I want to be able to go wide too. I want this to be like the top of the head. Or is that too soon? Maybe a little farther out. I can get away with like up here being the top of the head. And so if it's there to there is the top of the head, then about the bridge of the nose, or the top of the nose is roughly here. So that's where I'm gonna put it. Top of the nose, right? Alright, so from the top of the nose, I can set the rest of my things. And so, I guess we do eyebrows. And last time I did the nose first, and I felt like that really spaced it out. Although, it's hard to set the size of the rest of it from that. I'm still trying to decide what's the best place to start at. I think this is honestly the best spot to start. And I think from here, I should... Let's set the rest of the nose. No, because this includes that jaw. Let's just dig in. See how I feel about it. Now, that's the very top, so there needs to be some space before it makes this thing. Right? Yeah. In which this is actually there. some space before the thing. So I think it's going to be that, then this, then that. So I can make the full nose first. And then from under the nose, I can set the proportions. Like so. I think I want this bigger. And that fixes the issue of that I didn't like that I was doing one side and then the other side. I felt like that led to issues. Like it led to being uneven. Whereas if I did it as per object, that would happen less. Just an assumption. I don't actually know that for any to be true. I don't know. Can you see what I'm doing? Looks like ball sack. Yeah, I got the ball sack in. Alright, now this thing comes down from here. It's like a bone there. It hits this secondary recess that goes straight across underneath. This one got a big inner nose in comparison to the last one for sure. I think I want it thinner than that typically, but I'm going to keep going because the idea is speed without losing accuracy, and that's close enough for a second time while still trying to be fast. Okay, and so I think it's time for the little inside pieces. Little inside pieces. Can you see what I'm doing? I wish I could zoom more, but I've got a shitty webcam held up in a precarious way. Then this one, I think I'm gonna do this one better this time. Like that. There we go. And then about this height, it goes full black above. And lost my tendril on the inside to this one, but this one's probably gonna be worse than my last one, but it's gonna have the full front and side, whereas the other one was only like some of the front. I think that's gonna happen this time. I'm also using I know you can't see it. Oh, there we go. You can kind of see it there. The old front, the one I did on the last one, to kind of help me pick shapes faster. Because I like a lot of the shapes I did on the first one. And so I'm actually kind of drawing my drawing rather than drawing this thing for now. But this is, I guess this is how you find consistency. Alright, so now I want to bring it down to follow, and then before I hit it, come out and then into here. Same thing on this side. Wrap around that thing. Come on down to there. Wrap around that thing. Come on down to there. this thing. A little bit of that. Alright. I think now I set the dots away from the node. So from the bridge to just past this point right here, do a triangle. And then same thing. Bridge to just past this point, do a triangle. Or what am I saying? A triangle. Fucking diamond. Do a little diamond. Oh my gosh, look at how fucking useless this camera is. I gotta look up more often. There you go. Kinda. It's still fucking hard to see. But whatever. Can you focus? Thanks. So I'm halfway through the time that it's supposed to take my full amount, so I don't think we're getting it this run, boys. But I'm gonna keep trying. Alright, so now that I got that thing, in which it has like a thing that wraps around it. And then from the thing that wraps around it is where this starts. Which comes down to the shift. Shift is where it full shifts. So it goes like here and then full shifts here. And has another line that comes up this way with this one. Like so. And then this one comes over, then down, then over. I might be making this too big proportionally. From the tip of this thing to the eyebrow has shadow. But let's put the eyebrow on now that I put this thing. It goes a little past this thing, a higher of it. Then it comes up. And then it goes around to join the other inside line. Going, joins the other inside line that goes around the eyeball. Socket, eye socket. I think that's supposed to be wider out. That's too early. It turned it in too early. It's supposed to be like here. Then I got the shape of the eyebrow. I got the shape of the eyebrow, which does not go the whole way. Oops. Because then it comes. Yeah. Comes up and over like that. And then the outer line comes down and around to form the frontal face. And at above the cheekbone, which is what that triangle's designating, it turns out bottom of the nose, and it shifts up, comes up to the halfway point, where it completes it just under the eyeball. Okay, so in between these two, it's got to reach this height and then curve down to this, like so. Okay. Then I have it shoot straight down to where right on the inside of the eyeball. Oh no. I'm making this too big. I'm not gonna fit the bottom jaw again. Now if I stop it there, which is fine, I can stop it there, it should be fine. So now it's from the center 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7. So now do the front tooth. 1, 2, 3, canine. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I went way too small in the humps. Way too small in the humps. So let's do it like 1, 2, 3, 4. Too big. Damn it. There's probably a way to do this. It's better than what I'm doing. I think this one's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. 7. There we go, jeez. Fucked that up enough times. There, now we got the teeth. And do the same thing the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fix this one being stupid. Alright, there we go. And then this can shoot up, and assuming that this They're about the same. It should be fine. I'll fix it on the back end. Okay, so now, kind of getting the shape a little bit. Let's continue on. So about right here, up to the top. So like just above the eyebrow. That's when it starts shifting. So like here to here. This points right at it. Good. It's pretty much up and down. Went a little short with my initial sizing. I think this is closer to real. So now I just want to connect these two. I went too wide. Ugh, trying my best here. Yeah, this was too wide. So I need to set the eyeballs earlier. That's what we're learning from day 2. Is that I need to set the eyeballs fully and then set the rest. Because this is too wide and I think the eyeballs would tell me. Or I can start by doing the outer layer and just define, like set my barriers. So I could start with the nose because, well, no, I can't really set the whole nose. So I could start with the bridge just so I can set where the eye dots will be. So I think what I'll do is bridge, outer layer, dots. Because the dots set a lot. They set, there's a lot of things based off of where these dots are. And so I think it'll be bridge, outer layer, top, bottom, dots. And then from the dots I can do this. And that allows the eyebrow, which allows me to close this off. I could just do this one line as the outer layer that I was talking about before. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I'm just trying to plan for the future, you know? Alright, so this comes from this point on the bridge, and it comes to here. So I want to make that clear. And then it also, at about this point right here, has an offshoot that comes to the same spot. It's shaded in. Yeah. This is supposed to be way more curved. So what that's telling me is that this is too high. So yeah, with this being such a straight line like that, rather than coming up and then out, this is too high. It should be like here. So I think I could set the eyebrows off of this angle, having this thing correct. Let's try it on the other side. And if it comes out messed up because I'm fucking with proportions, that's fine. It's because I'm fucking with proportions. So, and then the eyebrow on this side is about halfway through this and the final eye, which I feel like is going to be like here. So I think this method actually works to set it first. That way I can choose where the eyebrow is going to be at reliably. The question is, how wide do I bring it? And I think right there, because I hit the fucking end of my paper. So right there is the answer for that question. So I think I ran out of room, but I think this one's in the right spot in comparison to this one. I know they're not even. It's because I'm testing things. I'm practicing. This is practice, so it's not about having a finished perfect piece. It's about learning things, and that's what I'm doing. I've learned that this line is more defining than the eyebrow, so I should set it using this line, because a lot of other things follow from that. Also, this is supposed to be 20 minutes. That's the goal, to be able to do a high detailed rendering of that skull within 20 minutes with pencil paper. That way if anyone goes, can you draw? I'll be like, yeah, and I'll just fucking draw out a high definition skull. Come on. What's wrong with you? Focus. Stupid day. There we go. Alright. Yeah, this one sets better. And this is gonna have to go off of the wall here, because this points to like right here, which means it's gonna come out to there. That's just gonna have to go off, in which I might as well just set that. I think that goes off as well. It does. Okay. And it'll come back like right here and become this line. Get out of here. Wow, this is terrible fucking skull lining. Whatever, it's what I'm gonna get. Alright, so from the nostril, I got the pull up, or from the sinus cavity, I think is what that is actually. No, it's not gonna fit if I base it off that way because this is separate sized bit. Good stuff. Now for this shadow. Same thing. to the point of this, and then about right here is slightly shaded. Let's give it like a 50% gray. Good. And same thing, which is going to be harder to do on this side, but because I crunched it. I should have done a smaller eye because I did the smaller other piece. Also, this should have been underneath, so this should have been here. That's why this is practice. I'm correcting myself so that way I can be like, I'm saying my mistakes, that way I can out loud remember it a little better. And maybe next time, which I'm going to do this at lunch. My plan is to do this, I'm trying to do it every day. I didn't do it yesterday. But I'm going to try to do this once a day, especially now that I set up this janky-ass camera up here. It's being held together with tape. The stand that's holding it, balancing it on top of my TV with a pillow. I'll show you at the end because it's funny. It's actually kind of funny how I have this set. I'll use my other camera to show you. Gosh, this looks worse than... Hold on. Just for a comparison. This looks worse than yesterday, 2 days ago. It's because I'm trying to copy a copy instead of trying to fix the picture right now. But that's because I'm learning shapes. I'm trying to master the shapes. I'll go back to only looking at this picture on the side and not this picture of what I did last time. Later, I'm just trying to pick where I want things, pick an order of when to do things. These are all important things that hadn't really squared away yet. And I probably won't have squared away till like drawing 9 or 10. And that's when you'll start to see the speed increase. For now, it's more about just doing it, figuring out how I want to do it. Drawing in a little crease here. I still didn't get it to fucking fit in the page, which was the whole goal. That was the goal for today, actually, is to get it to fit in the page. I don't think I have left enough room to even put the left guy. I put it way too big again. Once again, I made it way too big. Thanks for joining, even if you're a bot. I appreciate the comments. When it asks me to deny it, though, and I know it's a bot, I say deny. But I don't like doing it, because it also hurts me. It, like, takes away one of my comments. But it's okay. I do it when it asks specifically. So this is gray. this one's missing this eye. This one's outer eye, yeah. Yeah, it's not always better. Got crushed. Just a bunch of issues with this one. Anything else missing? Before I get my shade on. Alright, I think that's all the lines I put. No, I did this too. I would normally not change direction of scratching. I just remember this is supposed to take 20 minutes. And then also, I can already tell this one's like a fucking wash. I fucked this one up. I fucked this one up. And I can admit it. I also forgot my triangle on this side, which are important. Those are an important piece. I set a lot of things off those. And I just fucking didn't even use it this time. Okay. Alright, let's set the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again. So, and they are alternating. So this one, where it's in between the tooth here, is just straight up smaller, I think. That's what allows for alternating teeth. Oop, wrong direction. I'm making my humps go the opposite way. I want the humps to go the other way, so I want smaller frontal teeth. 3, 4. 7. No, these are supposed to line up. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I should have made the full tooth first, and then decided where the other line's gonna be. Although I might have been, this might be okay. Yeah, I think it's actually, it'll be okay. So then in that case, let's do my favorite teeth. Get our giant canine in. That's gonna be part of my design, like it's not part of this drawing that I'm copying, but I'm gonna add it in each time because I want it to be part of my skeleton design. I want to have them ferocious looking canines. Going the wrong direction with it. I gotta find a way to speed the teeth up too. Okay. So same thing. I want to do from right here to like right here. To right here. Mm-hmm. Hey, we're getting the bottom jaw. Alright. Almost an hour into what's supposed to take 20 minutes for both the front and the side. I think at an hour, I think I should stop and just be like, well, I didn't do it. And just keep working towards getting the front better. But now that I have somewhat of proportions that I like on a piece right here, I think next time I'll try actually drawing front and side on this side. But look, we got a bottom jaw this time. Bottom teeth. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just not what I'm going for. It's not quite there yet. There are things that improved. There are things that got worse. Mainly that I was just playing with proportions though too. Like a lot of the things that were worse were on purpose just to check them. I'm gonna call it there. That's good enough for a second. So what's today? What's today's date? It's the 19th. How did I format this? I don't like messing format. APR 19, 2026. Did I do that in pen? That's in pencil. Number 2. Fuck my own signature up. That'll be fine. There it is. Number 2. It's not much better. It's not. It's really not. I wish that I did a little bit better than I did, but it's okay. We can keep learning. Yeah. I'm gonna keep trying to do it one a day. And I want to get to the point where I can draw that within 20 minutes. Like in this level of detail. Alright, thank you for joining. I'm gonna try to get through all the things I need to do today, so that way I can play some Dark Souls tonight. So, follow, hit the bell and all that, because I get on at random ass times. But I've been pretty consistent. I've been staying at it, and I plan to keep doing that. That's the plan. As much as I can, Sam. Alright, if you like this, closingstuff.net. At the bottom of every page is my email. tehlemonking@closingstuff.net. And it goes straight to my phone. Please tell me what you think. Whether you hate it, like it, I don't care. If you got a funny meme, tell me. I want to know. Thank you. Have a great day.